Sega Rally Championship.
This is a treat. I am introducing today's one.
Well, you introduce your own.
That's a different way of starting.
yeah.
Usually we always start with hello.
No, I'm just
Why
saying.
not?
I'm
Mixing it up.
It's a treat for everyone,
It is.
including myself. I am the master who owns the console of which we are playing on today.
We need to get more games for it.
I've only got one. I can't afford it.
Well, I'm gonna get a Saturn at some point, and I will buy games.
The
Okay.
cat's giving me a very filthy look for laughing.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
he does that. He's just woken up.
I am the instigator of today's
And you have a
podcast.
blunt sword.
Yes. And we are playing today, eventually,
Sega Rally Championship.
Sega Rally Championship on the Sega Saturn.
That was very long-winded.
We've done like pretty much
shit.
90 videos, and this is the first one we've done on the Saturn.
We got there eventually. We
Yeah.
like to take our time.
Well, it just goes to show that
calm
there's
down.
that many decent games on current consoles and retro consoles as well that sometimes, until you've got the console, I mean, we haven't done things like the Amiga, we haven't done anything for the Dreamcast yet.
I apologise. Should you move your bed and you find a mouldy minstrel, my bad.
They don't tend to go mouldy,
I've
though.
just
They
dropped-
just
No.
sit there.
No, they do. I found one in my car that had been in there for at least a good couple of months, and it was there was something living on it, I think.
Pee Wee Herman?
Possibly.
Anyway,
Yeah, Sega Rally Championship.
Sega Rally Championship. Joining me tonight is him on the right
Hello!
and him over there.
Oh, me, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, yes. Simon, yes. Simon!
So yeah, we are playing, or even talking about, whilst playing, the original Sega Rally.
I've
on
killed
the
Anne.
Saturn.
Yeah.
Is that your version of that?
Yeah. Simon!
You need your own one now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, maybe not.
No.
That won't mean anything to anyone listening.
Right.
I always remember playing this in the arcade.
Yep. It was a.
And our Mega Bowl
It
before it
was a
closed.
mainstay in the arcade.
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone played it. Oh yeah.
I think there's still copies of it or versions of it until a few years ago. Maybe
Yeah.
updated graphics,
But,
obviously. But
Yeah. I mean, this is the original. It looks like a dog's ass. I'm not gonna lie.
A dog's ass that's just had a shit.
The
Well, that's the whole 3D era, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I
that was
mean-
a zebra. What's the zebra doing there?
it's because we're in Kenya.
Oh, right.
So
that-
yeah, the
that
main
makes
aim
sense.
of there's really only
One main aim to win
One-
the race.
well yeah you
And
Take
not let
part
the time
in-
run out.
yeah the handling in the game is difficult to say the very least, especially on a Sega Saturn pad,
Crash.
which is pre-analog sticks.
I think it's built
Oh,
really.
really?
For
Is it
steering wheel,
D-pad
isn't it?
only?
D-pad, check it out. It's
Oh.
got shoulder buttons, but I couldn't tell you what they do.
It's advancing a little bit.
Maybe change gear?
It could be, but I'm auto
Massive.
transmission at the minute.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean the main aim of the game. There's really only one main aim, and that is to race
That's
around
a
the
very
tracks.
low chopper.
It was. It's to race around the tracks
Yeah!
within the time limit.
Genius! I love it.
Finish!
You should wait until I get to the game over. You will. That's the best part of the game.
Oh no.
And you go through various stages. All three of them.
Three stages.
Pushing the boat.
Well, so
I
you
think
can
it's
finish the game in
Safari
about...
Rally, not Rally. What was this one?
There's one special
There's
man.
a ballerina
That's gotta
in the
go.
audience.
That's going to go in the review. So are there a number of different views that you can do? Because I know you
Probably.
you, prefer the first, front fender,
Full frontal.
first
bonnet
person.
camera.
Yeah, the first
I
person.
don't
view.
mind playing it on the bonnet cam.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you've played Sega Rally before, this is the default view, so you've probably been brought up on it.
Yeah.
It's old school in the very, very way that you race between checkpoints around various rally tracks, but it is incredibly difficult. Especially, you have to be perfect, which I'm not.
Not yet.
No, not yet. It's a hairpin. I've checkpointed. Yeah.
So gameplay is that's basically covered.
That's basically it. I mean, there really isn't a lot else. I think you can have 2-player, but I don't have 2 pads to try out this theory.
To hell with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean it's old school in every sense of the word.
It certainly looks.
It moves at a fair whack. I'll give it that.
Yeah, you certainly.
got a nice
I get to the
processing
finish.
speed.
I think
Well-
I made it.
Mind you, most arcade
Special.
games did, didn't they? They were quite. They had not many frames per. No, they had quite a few frames per second, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To get the
Well,
money's worth out of it.
Let's have a look at the detailed breakdown for it. The game was developed by AM5, but AM3 did the port for the Saturn. So AM3 developed this one, but AM5 were the overall developers for all the arcade and the other versions. And I think it was also released on it was arcade, Sega Saturn, PC, the N-Gage.
The what?
The N-Gage, the Nokia N-Gage, the short-lived handheld mobile.
Yeah, platform. Game Boy Advance and the PlayStation 2.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
I'd imagine they probably updated it a bit. The PS.
One would hope so. It was released in 1995. Obviously, it's a racing game.
No shit,
Oh.
Sherlock.
Oh, I've been had. I need to make it to the checkpoint. Just about.
Yeah,
Oh, I've been
and
squeezed. I'm on the mountain stage. I haven't got this far before. I think
This
if
is
you
new.
complete all the stages, and you win the game, you unlock a 4th stage.
oh,
Fucking
I'm
hell.
gonna get the best. You have to, oh,
Oh, with a second to spare, he's through the checkpoint. Fucking hell.
it's
right.
unrelenting.
Your cat is really giving some funny looks tonight.
He
He's
does.
Like head
He
on
does.
the side.
Yeah,
I've never seen.
He's mental.
Not even your cats do that.
No, I think I'm about to get the fabled best part of the game.
Game over, man.
No, it's even better than that. We have to be quiet. Wait for it. Wait for it. Game over, yeah!
Love it.
Even though you get game over, you don't complain.
That's
No.
going to go in the intro for the podcast, I think, because it's brilliant. Right. So apparently the USP or unique selling point of the game was the ability to drive on different surfaces, including asphalt, gravel, and mud, with different friction properties and the car's handling changing accordingly. It's considered to be one of the milestones in the evolution of the racing game genre, as it was the first racing game to incorporate this feature.
There you go.
So, a bit of history in the making in this game. It has a cooperative gameplay alongside the usual competitive multiplayer. It has been considered the best racing game of all time by Retro Gamer magazine, which ranked it at the top of its top 25 racing games ever list.
There you go. And
So-
you can also have the option to change your blow-off valve.
No, thank you. I've already done that.
I adjust my blow-off valve every day.
Yeah. So there's a World Championship mode, as we've previously discussed, consisting of 3 stages: desert, forest, and mountain.
Put it on easy.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can get to the end of the mountain stage.
In this mode, it is impossible to reach the first place position by the end of the first track. Thus, the player must try to overtake as many opponent cars as possible on each track and gain the lead over several tracks. If at the end of the 3rd round the player is in first place, they're able to play a 4th secret circuit called Lakeside. On the Saturn version, which is what we're playing, this course may then be played in time attack and split-screen multiplayer modes.
There you go. And I'm fairly sure it's available as a backwards course as well.
Yeah. Doing a Mario Kart.
Yeah.
3 cars are featured in the game. There's the 6th generation Toyota Celica,
Yeah,
Is it Celica?
Lancia Delta.
Lancia Delta HF Integrate, which are both available from the start.
Integrale,
and-
sorry.
Integrale. Oh yeah, sorry, I can't read. Reading from a distance. And the Lancia Stratos HF, which can be unlocked.
Nice. I haven't got the Stratos then yet. Oh, I thought I was
And,
about to jump over a car.
And apparently Codemasters has said this is an inspiration for their Colin McRae Rally series. Which makes sense.
Except theirs is better.
Yeah. Well, just because it's an inspiration doesn't mean it's better than what
Well,
comes
no.
after.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a classic. Yeah, the graphics are ropey, but it's hard. There's no denying that.
Finish!
It doesn't
I love
look
that.
particularly great, but it still plays very nicely.
Yeah. So obviously no online or multiplayer in that respect. There is two-player co-op.
Daft.
There isn't a story mode to speak of other than winning the rally championship.
Yeah. To unlock a fourth.
You can tell as well that it is very much an arcade game just from the fact there's so little to it.
Yeah.
Because if they ported it straight from the arcades, then arcades, it's just like they're going for...
We want your money, we're going to give you a very short game for it.
Yeah.
I'd love it if they... I always wanted them to do this. If they ever did Metal Gear Solid as an arcade game, fuck, you know, you'd have people living in the arcades just to get through this game and wasting...
Just through the cutscenes.
Just wasting a lot of money on it as well.
Talking of which, have you heard about the HD collection?
Oh, have I? That's a silly question, isn't it? Good grief.
Which is
I've been
out in,
following it since they announced it. And
there's about 4 HD collections coming out at the end of this year. I mean, there's that. There's the Silent Hill collection. There's the Shadow...
Silent Hill collection?
Yeah. HD collection. There's...
which are they? 1, 2 and 3?
No, 2, 3 and something else, I think.
Oh.
At least, unless I dreamt it.
Dunno. Probably not.
There's also the Shadow of Colossus and Ico collection.
See, I'd get that if I hadn't already played through all of Shadow of the Colossus and gone, oh, is that it?
I've not played
But
either,
it's
so...
a very good game.
It is a very good game, it's just the last level was
It was hard.
Yeah.
very, very difficult.
I
don't know, I
I'll
might
pick
get
it
it.
up. I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
not straight away, but yeah, back
I
to...
think this is
the
a must own for anyone who has a Saturn.
Yeah.
And
As
enjoys
well as
arcade
Nights, Nights into Dreams. That's also a classic as well.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one.
Oh, I have.
I've heard of it, I've never played it. Maybe one day we will review it.
Yes.
I've tried to get a
I
hold
mean,
of it.
we've only done like 85, 90 videos. The amount of games that are out there, I think we've got enough to keep us going for some time. Obviously no downloadable content. How do you rate the controls?
They're fine.
Apart from the fact that it's D-pad and...
It's D-pad, but if you can get used to it, then it works just fine.
I was going to say, you seem to be coping.
I mean, old school, really, isn't it?
It is very old school. I think I've reverted back to being good at racing games. I think it's my inbuilt ability to be good at one thing. It's to be good at racing games.
If nothing else in life, he will race video games.
Oh, look at this cheeky motherfucker.
Same pit at the course as last time.
It
Well.
was, yeah.
What a cunt.
And graphics we've mentioned
They're
are...
extremely low res. The speed of the game is what is
That's
most
very
impressive. You know, it's probably must be 30 frames a second, which I think is pretty good for
that's
a
impressive.
console
Well,
which is
it's impressive.
knocking on 20 years old.
Bearing in mind that
Yeah.
that Sega have for all of their consoles had quite a high clock speed as well.
Well,
I mean,
for Sonic,
like
really,
Sonic,
didn't
for
they?
example. I mean, Sonic wouldn't have worked if it had been on a Super Nintendo.
Oh, no.
I mean, Super Nintendo had good graphics capability, but it lacked
A certain je ne sais quoi.
it lacked the power to have a fast processing speed and to do something like Sonic or a Sega Rally game. I mean, you look at the racing games that are on the SNES, like
I always remember doing this, trying to enter your name with the steering wheel and then the accelerator. Fucking hell.
you look at like the SNES for processing speed. You've got Nigel Mansell's World Championship, which was quite slow for a racing game. But then you play something like I don't know, PS1 racing games.
Toka.
Toka, yeah. I
Toka
never really
was quite-
played many of them.
That was quite a slow game. Game over, yeah.
Game over, yeah. So I mean, by the time we got to like the 32-bit era, it wasn't too bad.
No, I think this is. I can't remember. I think the Dreamcast is.
Dreamcast is
Saturn.
128, isn't it? So
Yeah, wow. Might be.
that's what they build it as.
Yeah, I think this is sort
That's
of somewhere
32.
between 32 and 16. Probably about 25.
Somewhere between 16 and 32, so possibly 17.
It could be 17.
Yeah.
Oh, it's choosing stuff for you.
That's
Because
nicely done.
it's doing the arcade stuff.
Yeah, I'll just see if there's a. Oh, sorry.
Come back again. You just spat on yourself.
No, I was brushing something off. I went somewhere. I'll just see if there's 6 buttons on this pad, which is extremely difficult to You got your A, B, and C from your normal,
A, B,
and then X, Y, and Z. But yeah, yeah, this is probably a must-own.
If you have a Saturn, you need
If
to
you've
own
got a
this game.
Saturn, yeah, you've got to have it.
Right, from that side of it, 3 games that we'd recommend people play if they like Sega Rally Championship.
Toka.
Toka would be a good one.
'Cause I had that.
Toka or Toka 2. Toka
Yeah.
2 was really good.
That's
Obviously, Colin McRae Rally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would you say something a bit more realistic, maybe a Forza or
Probably Gran Turismo 1 actually.
GT1? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was not around the same time. But
Gran
it was,
Turismo goes down like the realism route there as
Yeah,
well, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it's
So-
the other end of the scale. This is
Yeah.
extremely arcadey.
You nearly went a little bit Yorkshire as well. I can't remember what you said.
Either way, it was a little bit Yorkshire.
Yeah. My brain's shutting down and it
Yeah.
just sort of, I heard it and it's gone now.
Yeah.
I thought I'll wait till they finish talking and then I'll say it and...
Oh, so I can change the camera on any of the buttons on the top.
Oh, is that
Is
all
that,
the
is that
shoulder
what the
ones
LNR?
No, the LNR will probably be gear changes.
Oh, yeah, so-
of course, yeah.
222 kilometres an hour.
Yeah, man. It's
Good.
This Toyota is racing. It's not a Toyota. I'm in the.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock. I thought you
I'm
were just
in,
breaking the speed limit.
I'm in the Lancia. But yeah, I mean, it's perfectly adequate.
Zebra!
And there's zebras.
What more could you want?
What more could you want? Yeah.
That's a good note
That's
to.
the selling point, not the racing, not the arcade.
That's the USP.
That's the
Yeah.
that's the
USP is the zebra.
Zebras are in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, there you go.
I think that's as good a note as any to finish on.
Indeed.
If you want to get in touch with us, you can contact us in one of several ways. You can send us an email to info@randomstoke.com. You can leave a comment under the video on YouTube, which you can access either through our website, which has all of our other projects, which is randomstoke.com. And there's a YouTube link at the top alongside everything else. Or you can also contact us through, leave a message on the video on YouTube, which is youtube.com/randomstoked. And you can also send us a Twitter message or follow us on Twitter, which is @randomstoked.
That list gets longer every time, I
It's
swear
the
it does.
same size list. So thank you for listening if you have been, and we'll be back next time with yet another exciting retro flavoured review. Goodbye for now.